When the puck dropped on October 8th, 1993, our Mighty Ducks Anaheim Ducks began year one of their inaugural season, their first year in the NHL, which will begin a series of firsts that all Ducks fans who attended that game and all the games for the past 84 games of that year, that season of 1993-94. And over those 84 games and 41 home games, the Ducks and all Ducks fans have seen and witnessed a lot of firsts, historic firsts. As I mentioned, all Ducks fans witnessed and attended the first home game and regular season game on October 8th of 1993. 5 days later, our Mighty Ducks Anaheim Ducks won 4-3 over the Edmonton in their first ever home win and NHL win in team history. It was those two games that we also witnessed other historic firsts. First tie, first road win, first hat trick by Terry Yake, and first shutout win versus Toronto, with Guy Hebert at the helm for the Ducks' 1-0 win on October 15th, 1993. Our team was very exceptional. They set the way and paved the road for future players to wear the Mighty Ducks logo and Anaheim Ducks D, of what it means to be a Duck, what it means to play in the city of Anaheim, what it means to promote the sport, prove yourself, defy the odds, inspire many, and make and convert new fans into the sport of hockey and to the Anaheim Ducks. And after 84 games, after proving themselves over and over again, and even though that they were 10 points, 11 points shy of making their first Stanley Cup playoff berth, which 4 years later they will in 1997. Our Mighty Ducks Anaheim Ducks finish a record of 33, 46, and 5, 71 points. 71 points, the fourth highest by a first-year expansion NHL team. A record that will not be broken until the Vegas Golden Knights. Our Mighty Ducks Anaheim Ducks had 33 wins, the most by a first-year NHL expansion team, tying with Florida, of course. Our Mighty Ducks Anaheim Ducks won 7 season series, sweeping at least 4 of them. That will include Philadelphia, New York, Hartford, and Winnipeg. The Ducks had their first 20-goal scorer, and also a lot of fan faves emerge from that first year, that inaugural season. The first points leader on the Ducks was Terry Yake with 52 points. First goals leader was Bob Corkum with 23 goals. First assists was Terry Yake with 31 assists. As I say, many firsts that we have witnessed live within us forever, because we have witnessed these games. We have witnessed the first wins, the first losses, the first ties. We have witnessed a series of season series sweeps, victories against prominent teams like Toronto, like the New York Rangers, like Philadelphia. And what our Ducks did really made them so different. In the last few home games during that season, our Mighty Ducks Anaheim Ducks sold out at least 27 home games of the last 25 home games. They were all sellouts. It tells you the love and the passion that was growing, that was cultivating that year. And it did. This jersey I'm wearing here was stylish. It was most sought after. This was the road jersey, the purple jersey. The home whites was also sought after too, including the hats, well, not shoes, but t-shirts, plush toys, you name it. It was something that resonated with all Ducks fans in Orange County, California, and around the world, including myself up in Canada. Someone like me, growing up in the sport of hockey. It was something that I was looking forward to. I was looking for a team to call my own. And that season, that year, the Ducks did that. They proved themselves. They proved themselves that I began to record what they have done. And I know all Ducks fans remember those games and where they were when the Ducks won and lose, and what player on that original roster made a positive impact for all fans who attended the games, watched it on TV, met them face to face, or even listening to it to an internet radio or radio. Because we remember their names. Their names should always never be forgotten. And again, what makes them so different, what makes the Ducks so unique besides their uniforms and besides being a team of misfits, as Terry Yake would brand themselves back in that day. It was during the 46 losses the Ducks have endured. Out of the 21 of them, 21 out of the 46 losses, the Ducks lost by 1 goal. 1 goal. That tells me something. That tells you something. What the front office back then, what the Mighty Ducks, Anaheim Ducks organization was building, was laying the foundations, was paving the road, was setting the tone for years to come. Seasons of perseverance, being underdogs, defying the odds. That is what makes the inaugural 1993-94 Mighty Ducks, Anaheim Ducks so different and unique from the other expansion teams in pro sports, and be it the NHL or other team sports leagues. The Ducks' penalty killing was ranked 6th overall. 6th overall in the top 10 of penalty killing in the NHL back then. That tells you about the identity of that team, and about the players and the coaching staff and how they face each team, whether it be a Stanley Cup champion, whether it be Detroit Red Wings, New York Rangers, and so on, you name it. Their penalty killing was unique. And I'm sorry if I say the word unique so much, because that's how our team was like. It was unique and so different. Ranking 6th in penalty killing is, you could say, very extraordinary for a first-year NHL expansion team, or for all sports expansion teams back then. 33, 46, and 5, 71 points, 4th in the Pacific Division. It says a lot for this team to have the most points, to have and to tie with Florida, which was the expansion cousins back then. But one thing is very different, is that the players would always go and prove themselves. And the players that became fan favorites and those that we love and appreciate, we still remember them to this day. And we should. All those players, man. They were my heroes. They were my inspiration. And I'm sure they were your heroes and inspiration too. For the inaugural roster of that team, they put down and contributed a lot. Not just growing the sport of hockey, but ensuring that our mighty Ducks, Anaheim Ducks, became a permanent fixture, not just in Southern California, not just in Orange County, California, but the hockey world in general. For a team that has a funny name, they are what they are. As we witness all those historic firsts, it's something that we hold dear to our hearts. Because it's special, because we live through them. Whether it be a first road win, our first home win, the first power play goal, an assist, or Stu Grimson, Todd Ewins, showing that fighting spirit on that first year. It gives all Ducks fans in Orange County, California, and everywhere a sense of interest, a sense of excitement. They're going toe-to-toe with, you can say, the old school teams back then, the traditional establishment teams. And for those players, they deserve to be remembered and respected and loved and appreciated. Those players we know so well. Allow me to speak their names to all of you. Goalie, Mikhail Shalenkov. Alternate captain, Randy Ladoser. Head coach, Ron Wilson. Assistant general manager, Pierre Gauthier. President, Tony Tavares. Governor, Michael Eisner. Vice President General Manager, Jack Fiera. Director of Hockey Operations, Kevin Gilmore. Captain, Troy Loney. Goaltender, Guy Hebert. Trainer, Glenn DeNero. Equipment Manager, Mark O'Neill. Assistant Coach, Al Sims. Terry Yake. Bobby Dawes. Alternate Captain, Stu Grimson. Alternate Captain, Todd Ewin. Stefan LeBeau. Assistant Coach, Tim Army. Goaltending Coach, Brian Hayward. Assistant Equipment Manager, John Alloway. Bob Porkham. Peter Duras. Joe Sacco. David Williams. Bill Houlder. Anatoly Semenov. Jim Thomas. Sean Van Allen. Tim Sweeney. Don McSween. Scott McKay. Sean Hill. Scott Chartier. Maxime Betts. Stephen King. Gary Volk. Mark Ferner. Patrick Karnbach. John Lilly. And Ron Tugnot, goaltender, who was traded for Stefan LeBeau. Now, I mentioned the names of the Ducks coaching staff and the front office. The reason why is because they were the architects for building and creating this team, for ensuring that our team, our mighty Ducks, Anaheim Ducks, had a fighting chance to prove to all hockey pundits, to all hockey purists, and fans in the traditional hockey markets that our team were not pushovers. They were not a novelty, as many would say. This team had season series sweeps, had winning streaks, had gave us a preview of what this team will become. Were they fighting for respect back then? Yes, they were. A team with a funny name, such as the Mighty Ducks, was looked down upon, especially from where I'm from. For the players that I mentioned, these players, they were the first ones. They were the pioneers. They were the ones that laid that foundation, that paved the road for guys like Ducks legend Paul Kariya and others, and including Ducks legend Teemu Selanne, who would arrived 3 to 4 years later to lift our Ducks to the next stage. You can call this stage 1, feeling out, because it was like that. For this team, for our team, you can say that this team so stood out for many of us, whether it be witnessing the first penalty shot, the first overtime game, the first overtime win and loss. There were a lot of firsts. And these firsts really showed that the love of hockey, which became ingrained into the city of Anaheim and to Orange County, California, and Southern California, it made our team so stand out, it stood out, that Ducks fans, including those who were not familiar with this team, became familiar with this team. Whether it be from the toughness of Stu Grimson and Todd Ewan, to a veteran defensive core consisting of Bobby Dallas, Bill Houlder, and Mark Ferner, or the first-year leaderships of Troy Loney and Randy Ladouceur, and the excitement of young players breaking from the AAHL back then, from Sean Van Allen and John Lilly and Don McSween. One thing is that the inaugural year had a profound impact to all Ducks fans, including myself, because that roster, as I say, the players there were more than just players. They were inspirations. They were our heroes. They were the players we love and appreciate and respect and dedicate ourselves to supporting the team and those who wore the Mighty Ducks logo with honor, pride, and success. It's something that we hold cherished to, and something that we always loved. Those are my first impressions. Go Ducks!